There's a silent mistake many diabetics make, not in skipping medication, but in underestimating what's on their plate. While sugar gets all the blame, some of the most powerful tools to manage blood glucose may actually be sitting in your vegetable drawer. Yes, vegetables. But not all of them are equally beneficial. Some vegetables contain specific compounds that naturally lower blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and even help protect against long-term complications like nerve damage or kidney disease. Others? They're not as innocent as they seem, spiking your glucose when you least expect it. So the real question is, are you eating the right vegetables each day, or unknowingly sabotaging your blood sugar goals? In this video, we'll reveal 7 vegetables that are medically supported to help stabilize blood sugar, enhance insulin sensitivity, and support better overall diabetic health. These aren't trendy superfoods. They're accessible, everyday vegetables that you can start using today. And if you stick around until the end, you'll understand why these 7 can make the difference between short-term control and long-term stability. Number 1, spinach. Spinach is often overlooked as just another leafy green, but for individuals managing diabetes, it offers more than meets the eye. Spinach is extremely low in calories and carbohydrates, yet it delivers an impressive amount of magnesium, potassium, iron, and fiber, nutrients that play a direct role in managing blood glucose and supporting cardiovascular health. One of spinach's key benefits lies in its magnesium content. Magnesium helps regulate how insulin functions in the body. When magnesium levels are low, the body may have a harder time responding to insulin, making blood sugar harder to control. Since many people with type 2 diabetes are deficient in magnesium, regularly eating spinach can help fill this nutritional gap and improve insulin sensitivity over time. Spinach is also a rich source of potassium, a mineral that counteracts the effects of sodium in the body and helps maintain healthy blood pressure. This is crucial because individuals with diabetes are at an increased risk of hypertension, which further increases the risk of heart disease. The fiber in spinach plays another important role. Soluble fiber helps slow digestion and the absorption of sugar, leading to more stable post-meal glucose levels. This makes spinach a highly glycemic-friendly vegetable, meaning it won't cause sudden spikes in blood sugar. And there's more. Spinach contains lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that support eye health. This is particularly important for diabetics who are at increased risk for diabetic retinopathy and other vision-related complications. How to include it? Spinach is versatile. You can use it raw in salads, toss it into soups, sauté it as a side dish, or blend it into smoothies. It's mild in flavor and adapts well to a variety of cuisines. You can even stir chopped spinach into omelets or curries for a fiber and nutrient boost. Incorporating spinach into daily meals provides a steady supply of antioxidants and essential minerals that work silently but powerfully to regulate blood sugar and protect against long-term complications. 2. Broccoli. Among all the vegetables studied for diabetes, broccoli consistently ranks as one of the most beneficial. This cruciferous vegetable offers an impressive blend of fiber, vitamin C, chromium, and sulforaphane, a sulfur-rich compound that has shown strong potential in helping lower blood glucose levels. Sulforaphane has received growing attention in diabetes research. It helps reduce oxidative stress, a condition where high levels of sugar in the blood damage cells and organs. Sulforaphane supports the body's natural detoxification pathways and has been shown to help regulate enzymes involved in glucose production in the liver. In simple terms, it helps reduce the amount of sugar your liver releases into your bloodstream. Broccoli is also a great source of chromium, a trace mineral that improves insulin sensitivity. While your body only needs it in small amounts, chromium plays a key role in glucose metabolism and insulin function, especially helpful for those with type 2 diabetes. Its high fiber content slows down digestion, helping to prevent rapid spikes in blood glucose after meals. 1 cup of cooked broccoli provides nearly 5 grams of fiber with very few net carbohydrates, making it one of the most blood sugar-friendly foods available. Broccoli also supports heart health, which is vital for people with diabetes. It contains compounds that help reduce LDL cholesterol and inflammation, both of which are contributors to atherosclerosis, hardening of the arteries. How to include it? Steam, roast, or saute broccoli with garlic and olive oil. Add it to stir-fries, omelets, casseroles, or blend it into creamy soups using low-sodium broth. Roasting broccoli florets with a sprinkle of spices can turn it into a savory, crunchy side dish. Broccoli's dense nutrient profile, low glycemic impact, and antioxidant strength make it a must-have in the diabetic kitchen. Bitter gourd, bitter melon. Bitter gourd, also known as bitter melon, is a traditional vegetable used across Asia and Africa for its medicinal properties. It may not have the popularity of spinach or broccoli in Western diets, but in diabetes-focused nutrition, it earns its place at the top. What makes bitter gourd exceptional is its natural insulin-like compounds, particularly polypeptide P. This plant-derived compound mimics insulin in the body, helping to reduce blood sugar levels in people with diabetes. Bitter gourd also contains carotene, which has been shown to increase glucose uptake and improve glycogen synthesis in the muscles and liver. Beyond its glucose-lowering compounds, bitter melon is high in vitamin C, vitamin A, and potassium. It helps strengthen the immune system, support liver function, and reduce oxidative stress, all of which are crucial for diabetics managing long-term inflammation and organ function. Bitter gourd also stimulates AMP-activated protein kinase, AMPK, an enzyme involved in energy regulation and insulin signaling. AMPK activation promotes the movement of glucose transporters to the surface of cells, helping glucose enter cells more efficiently. This mechanism is similar to how some anti-diabetic medications function. Though the taste of bitter gourd can be challenging for some, its impact on fasting blood glucose levels and HbA1c has been supported by both traditional medicine and modern research. Many people report noticeable improvements in their glucose readings after incorporating bitter melon into their meals consistently. How to include it? You can slice and stir-fry bitter gourd with onions and spices, stuff it with herbs and bake it, or boil it and blend it into juices with cucumber or green apple to tone down the bitterness. If you're dealing with elevated fasting glucose or insulin resistance, bitter gourd is one of the most potent natural additions you can make to your vegetable intake. 4. Okra, ladyfinger. Okra, often called ladyfinger in many parts of the world, is more than just a common vegetable. It's a rich source of soluble fiber, antioxidants, and blood sugar-regulating compounds. For people with diabetes, it offers a unique combination of properties that target both post-meal glucose control and intestinal health. The standout compound in okra is mucilage, a thick, gel-like fiber that forms when okra is cooked. This mucilage slows down the absorption of sugar in the digestive tract, helping to prevent the sudden rise in blood sugar that often follows carbohydrate-heavy meals. This makes okra especially valuable for people who struggle with after-meal glucose spikes. In addition to fiber, okra contains flavonoids, polyphenols, and vitamin C, all of which help reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, two key drivers of complications in both type 1 and type 2 diabetes. These antioxidants also support healthy endothelial function, protecting blood vessels from damage. Okra seeds have also been studied for their potential to improve insulin sensitivity and reduce blood glucose. These benefits make both the pod and the seeds useful components of a diabetic-friendly diet. How to include it? You can saute okra with onions and garlic, add it to stews, grill it, or even roast it with olive oil. Some people slice and soak it overnight in water, then drink the infused water in the morning as a natural remedy. Including okra regularly can help smooth glucose fluctuations, strengthen gut health, and reduce overall inflammation. 5. Cabbage. Cabbage might seem plain, but it offers powerful benefits for people with diabetes. It's part of the cruciferous vegetable family, which includes broccoli and cauliflower, and contains a rich mix of fiber, vitamins, and plant compounds that support blood sugar regulation and heart health. Cabbage is especially high in glucosinolates, which convert into compounds that help detoxify the liver, reduce inflammation, and potentially lower the risk of certain complications linked to long-term hyperglycemia. These compounds also support insulin function at the cellular level. Cabbage is also one of the best low-carb vegetables, making it ideal for blood sugar control. 1 cup of shredded raw cabbage contains fewer than 5 grams of carbohydrates and nearly 2 grams of fiber, helping you feel full without spiking your glucose levels. Cabbage may also help reduce LDL cholesterol when consumed regularly. For people with diabetes, where cardiovascular risk is already elevated, this is a meaningful advantage. How to include it? Use raw cabbage in salads or coleslaw, steam it as a side dish, or add it to soups and stir-fries. It pairs well with vinegar-based dressings, ginger, or lean meats for a balanced, flavorful meal. Cabbage is not only affordable and widely available, but also a reliable food ally in your efforts to keep blood sugar steady and inflammation low. Carrots. Carrots often raise questions due to their naturally sweet taste, but they're actually safe and beneficial for people with diabetes when eaten in controlled portions. What makes carrots valuable isn't just their sweetness, it's the type of sugar, combined with their rich supply of fiber, antioxidants, and beta-carotene. Beta-carotene, the pigment that gives carrots their orange color, is converted into vitamin A in the body. Vitamin A is critical for eye health, immune support, and cellular repair. For people with diabetes, who face increased risk of eye damage, retinopathy, this nutrient is particularly important. Carrots also contain polyacetylenes, bioactive compounds that have anti-inflammatory properties and may play a role in lowering cholesterol. The fiber in carrots helps slow down digestion and sugar absorption, which minimizes their glycemic impact despite their natural sweetness. Even cooked carrots, when eaten in moderation, have a low glycemic load, meaning they're unlikely to cause blood sugar spikes. How to include them? Enjoy carrots raw as a snack, chopped into salads, lightly steamed, or roasted with olive oil. You can also blend them into soups or add them to slow-cooked dishes for natural sweetness and nutrition. When eaten in reasonable quantities, carrots can support stable glucose levels and contribute to better skin, eye, and immune health. Cauliflower. Cauliflower is an incredibly versatile vegetable that has gained popularity as a low-carb substitute for higher glycemic foods like rice, potatoes, and even pizza crust. But beyond its flexibility in recipes, cauliflower brings genuine metabolic advantages for people with diabetes. Cauliflower contains a compound called indole 3-carbinol, known to support liver detoxification and reduce inflammation. It also contains choline, a nutrient involved in fat metabolism and insulin signaling. These nutrients help regulate key pathways that influence how the body processes sugar and fats. Like other cruciferous vegetables, cauliflower is high in fiber and low in digestible carbohydrates. This means you can eat it generously without impacting your blood sugar. The fiber helps improve digestion and slows the rate at which sugar enters the bloodstream, leading to smoother post-meal glucose responses. Cauliflower is also rich in vitamin C, which acts as an antioxidant and supports immune function, important for individuals with diabetes who may have a reduced ability to fight infections or heal wounds. How to include it? Use cauliflower as a rice substitute, mash it as a potato alternative, or roast it whole with spices. You can also blend it into creamy soups, bake it with cheese, or use it as a pizza base for a lower-carb alternative. Incorporating cauliflower helps reduce carbohydrate load, increase fiber intake, and promote better metabolic balance. Managing diabetes is not just about avoiding sugar, it's about knowing what to eat more of. Vegetables aren't just fillers on the plate. The right ones act as natural regulators of blood glucose, insulin function, and inflammation. Each of the 7 vegetables covered here, spinach, broccoli, bitter gourd, okra, cabbage, carrots, and cauliflower, offers unique properties that can make a real difference in how your body responds to food, fights complications, and supports long-term wellness. They're not expensive, they're not exotic, they're accessible, everyday foods that, when included consistently, can help transform how you manage both type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Small choices, repeated daily, lead to powerful outcomes. So the next time you plan your meals, ask yourself, which of these 7 vegetables will you add to your plate today? If you found this script helpful, consider turning it into a video or blog to help others living with diabetes. Eat smarter, live stronger, and protect their long-term health. One bite at a time.